Hey, what's up, guys? This is Chacha Mystique, and welcome to Mystique's 144 Tarot. We're about to get into a general love message, Valentine's Day edition. Let's get it, you guys. Shout out to everybody. Please like, subscribe, and share if you loving this content. You know, energy is reciprocal and this energy is free. So I'm giving you mine. I would love to have yours with just a simple like or comment. Shout out to everybody in the room. And please subscribe. Please definitely subscribe. We're going to start off with your angel numbers and see what we talk about here. Okay. We got 10, 7, and 3. 3 is a beautiful number. 3 talks about manifestation, understanding, and it's in a diamond suit. So you manifesting new wealth. You manifesting your desires, your true desires, your goals, different things like that. 7 talks about luck, wisdom. I think you're going to have to use your head to accomplish these goals. And it could be your mouth that could possibly get you in trouble because you got the 10 of clubs. 10 is either new beginnings or endings. And with the club energy, it's transformation, it's growth, it's learning something new. It also has the element of wisdom as well, but also out in the world, socializing, different things like that. But we're going to see what is this all about in regard to Valentine's Day and love. Okay, let me get you some oracle cards, some true emotional oracle cards to see where this leads us. Oh, cards are slippery. And if you want, you can check in on those numbers, do a little research to see what other messages that are there for you that you could possibly take advantage of. Yeah. And I'm glad everybody's in the room. I'm blessed to have you here. Now let's see. Round and around, cycles, triggers, and lessons. Anything else, Spirit? Ooh, love child. Love hate relationship. Let me get one more, Spirit. And you have karmic lessons in the building, but we're going to start from the beginning. And I kind of got that with the 7. 7 is also warning the negative side. And look what's here, trying to poke out the goodbye. I think you or someone, either you or your partner, is really thinking about leaving. This card was flipped over and hiding. And I think that's the thought processes of either you or your significant other. I'm going to leave this out as the bonus card, but we're going to start. So I said 3 is manifestation. It's also about mastery and understanding. So what you're understanding is a round and round cycles, triggers, and lessons. And what I'm getting from that is that you and your significant other has been together for some time now, and you keep going through this vicious cycle of not getting along because of this love hate relationship here. One minute you love each other, the next minute you're hating. You're either fucking or fighting. Both at the same time. Yeah, stop talking to each other. Someone, breaks their silence, and then you're right back at it with this round and round cycles all over again. And what possibly came out of that situation was a love child. I think both of you guys really wanted to have a healthy relationship. It just wasn't happening like that, you know. Um, a lot of arguing, especially since it's falling underneath the spades energy. Spades is also swords. So I feel like there was a lot of fighting, a lot of arguing, back and forth, a lot of endings. But being that 10 is in your future energy, you're starting to understand. And I told you that club means transformation, evolving, also wisdom. So what I'm getting is that in your near future, you will be learning the karmic lesson. You understand that this was a situation to teach you something. You just stayed in it too long because one of you guys are ready to go. I think you're trying to stay together because there's a family involved here. You're trying to make things work. With the three, I see man, woman, and child, or man, woman, and children. I think some of you guys are worried about money. The other person is worried about spiritual growth or some type of transformation outside of monetarily value. You're not on the same page here. You're definitely not. Let me see what the tarot's got to say about this. Divine Spirit, continue to give me these clear divine messages. All right, let's see. That's good. Tell me more. You have a 10 again, 10 of Pentacles this time. And this is in your past energy. So it started out well. When you guys came together, you thought y'all was going to be the forever story. Ozzy and Ruby D type situation. And y'all was given to each other. Y'all had a new beginning with your relationship. Y'all was given. It was a whole bunch of sets, a whole bunch of new beginnings. Not just about with the relationship, but y'all learned a lot from each other. Y'all allowed each other to experience new things with each other. That's why y'all love each other. But something gives me the inclination that the same thing that make y'all fell in love with each other is the same thing that make y'all hate each other at the same time. Yeah, and you got the lovers. So y'all are a divine partnership, even though it might be karmic with this karmic lessons here, love hate relationship, roller coaster ride we see here. But I also see that you have a lot of major arcanas with this lovers here because the Empress is here. The Empress is here. And it fell in between love child and karmic lessons. I would try to figure out which one of you guys is it. I think it's kind of telling me. But or because strength came out too. So maybe the Empress have to find some type of strength to say her goodbye. Now that I'm talking about it and it's coming through, I'm getting more of that energy that is the feminine, the Empress. Because the Empress, she's in the upright. She's not going to be starting problems. She's manifesting and doing the certain, making sure that she's doing well and different things like that. Maybe you are the Empress and you had low self-esteem, so you allowed yourself to be in a toxic situation, and now you had enough. You want to move on from the situation, but you just don't know how to go about it. You tired of this vicious cycle, and I feel like you learned the lesson. The only reason why you're still there because there might be a family involved, or you just don't have the heart to do it because you don't want to suffer whatever repercussions that may come with you departing from this relationship. You also have the Knight of Cups here. I feel like he probably understands that you do want to leave and trying to offer you something new, trying to give you promises and different things like that, try to show you that, you know, it's not going to be like the 50 million times it was before. And with this masculine energy, I think he has a plan. He has some type of plan. Oops, I'm trying to, okay, there you go. He has some type of plan, but it's frustrating. The same way you want to leave and you're frustrated, he's frustrated too. He's trying to figure out a way to save his family. Something else that's standing out to me about this whole situation is the lovers under the moonlight. Moonlight talks about illusions and different things like that. So I feel like he might be accusing you of sleeping around. That's probably why you want to leave because he definitely feels like you're detaching. He definitely got that message. Then you have the Temperance card in reverse. And I'm right about this gentleman. He has no self-control. It's almost unbearable to be in this position with this gentleman here. Look, everything is coming out. And look, I can show you. Everything is right side up. You showing your energy in the top row, and the masculine is revealing his. And he doesn't want change. He's comfortable with the way things are. You got the King of Wands in the at the bottom, which talks about willpower and energy. So he's putting a lot of energy trying to salvage the situation. But with this karmic lessons here, it may seem abusive. I'm starting to really feel like it's abusive almost, especially looking here at this Knight of Cups. The way he looks in this picture, frustrated, crumbling papers, almost like he's trying to write a love letter or a poem, but he just don't have the words to say. And when he do find words to tell you, it's argumentative. It's a warning. It has you in your feelings because he is under the impression that you're doing something, but being that it looks faded in the background, it's almost like a dream. Now, for some of y'all, it could have been true. Maybe y'all stepped outside of your relationships, and that's probably the thing that plagues his mind. You might not be doing in that right now, but for some of you guys, some of y'all did back in the day, and he just can't get over it. Yeah, the magician is at the bottom, a whole bunch of manipulation. Queen of Swords energy, you arguing too. Queen of Swords is underneath the magician. So y'all both arguing with each other, mentally abusing each other. Y'all working hard at that to see who can hurt who more. The masculine is more scared to leave than you are. You're finding your strength to make your exit. He knows that you're detaching. He could feel that you're detaching. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Look, and they keep coming flipped. All her cards came in the upright. Oh, well, you got the Three of Swords, heartbreak. This thing hurts you. The Knight of Wands, more energy to try to push this forward. Even though you're not taking a leap, because the Fool is facing the past. So it's like you stuck. It's like you doing a handstand. Yeah, everything is at a standstill about moving forward with your life because you're too busy trying to put energy to salvage this relationship. And then you got the Three of Swords. Only thing you riding into is more heartache. Because look, the Knight of Wands is coming through, but he's facing the future. You just want to ride off into the sunset with your lady, even though it's toxic or whatever. But the masculine, you feel like you're comfortable. This is your family. Y'all went through so much. How y'all gonna leave each other? Y'all probably been together for so long. And with this current situation, you feel like you could get over this, even though it feels a little different. That's why you putting in more or applying more pressure into the solution. And all you want to do is kiss and make up and ride off into the sunset. But there's a lot of heartache and betrayal. Only thing that you're doing is riding off into further heartache. That's the only thing you're doing. In this picture here, there's two women, so you might have a thing on the side too, or whatever. But your shit seem more real when hers is faded. Yours seem more like an illusion. This, the other woman, she's real bright and real there, like she's actually in the room, you know? And it can also be vice versa, where you leaving your other woman's to the side to try to strong her pain with your fingers to make up with the situation because you want to fight for your family. But either way, both women are upset with you and tired. Then you got the Four of Cups in reverse. So it's like you're not satisfied with how things go. With you want to stay together with this magnet. You want to offer something with this pentacle, but the scissors is also here on the table. And I see two birds here, and it's almost looking like some type of pudding or whatever. But where's the other bird? There's no lovebirds. And you know at some point you gotta let this go. You don't want to, everything about the situation is not satisfying. I feel like the fact that you're trying, everything that you've tried to do is unsatisfactory. It's unsatisfactory. And I like that it fell underneath her strength too, because she's rejecting whatever it is, all the things that you're proposing. Even if she agrees to some things, it's only to keep the peace, not because she really want to be there. Because obviously, y'all been fighting and carrying on. There's definitely going to be an ending and a new beginning that's going to have both of you guys a lot wiser about relationships and about yourselves individually moving forward. But with this bonus card, there has to be a goodbye. This is not a soulmate twin flame type of thing. This is a karmic. I think y'all both are karmics to each other. I'm also getting for some of you guys, y'all probably left a situation. Look, because the Queen of Wands is here, plus justice. This is justice to whatever. And for the masculine, I'm getting the energy that a lot of you guys left a woman to be in this situation. And this is the karmic justice that you get for that situation. Look, you got the chariot too underneath that. The Queen of Wands, the justice, as well as the chariot. It was in God's will because chariot talks about full moon, but it also talks about willpower, different things like that. This was God's will. I want to learn more. Anything on spirit before we wrap this up? Any solutions? The Queen of Pentacles. Anything else? The Six of Cups. I think this is the other woman telling her story. And I'm going to tell you why. Just off those two cards right there. And then you got the Devil, the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Wands energy, with the Knight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. All these threes, especially with the numbers that you have coming up. Then you got the Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords. So what I'm getting with all this Queen energy, especially in these extras cards flipped up, the math for the masculine, because there's a lot of feminine energy. For the masculine, you've been playing. There's a lot of women in this situation. And this Queen of Pentacles, she's falling right under you. She's falling right under you. I think she's on a higher level than you as far as like emotionally, or probably more emotionally mature, or just wanted more mature things while you was in a relationship, because you coming off as a knight when she's a whole queen here. And not only that, you have the Six of Cups. So it's familiarity. It could be, this could be the woman that you left to be with this Empress here, or this is somebody that you're playing with and you keep around because it's familiar and it's comfortable and it's nostalgic and things like that when things are going bad with this Empress. To the masculine, I'm sorry to say, but you got to step your game up, because even with the woman that you're with right now, she's coming up as an Empress while you a whole knight. There's no kings out here. There's no kings out here. You know what I'm saying? And this situation, whether it was an ex that you left to be with her or somebody you dealing with as a third party, that kind of shit is toxic too, because you have the Devil. The Sister Cups is in reverse. So it could be bad memories. It doesn't necessarily have to be good memories, but it's definitely toxic. Sister Cups in reverse, bad memories, nightmares with the Devil card. Then you have the Queen of Cups here, very nurturing energy. And it's almost like y'all was together, and then y'all came across, and then, you met your Empress. She's coming off as well. The Empress is a nurturing energy. So you had all this other shit, and then you ran off with that Devil energy and bumped into the Empress, who is showing herself as the Queen of Cups right now, and you saw her as your Nine of Wands. Real defensive, real guarded. Anything, oh, and it would turn out to be a painful ending, which turned her crazy at the end. It almost, this experience with the masculine changed this Empress character. And even though both of you guys love each other dearly, oh, the sun to the Knight of Cups. I think new changes is gonna happen. I think you really are intentionally trying to make a difference. I think you, yeah, but look, the King of Swords is in reverse. Real argumentative. Even though you do want change, look, the Three of Cups again coming out here, as well as the Judgment. This party of three thing is what's giving you this bad karma. Because you have the Three of Wands here too, progress. So, I mean, you're making better efforts to try to rekindle this situation, but it's like you're not being truly intentional and honest about the situation here. You're looking for you're happy. And I really feel like this Empress, aka Queen of Chalices, you really want to be with her. But you keep playing around with this Queen of Pentacles here. You keep playing with her. And if it's not one person, you keep playing with Jezebel spirits that constantly have this Empress in her head, but she's finding the strength to move on from you. I don't think the breakup happened yet, but with this ten of clubs, yeah, she's hip to your bullshit. She knows a lot more than what you admitted to her. And it's through that wisdom, whether it's using her intuition or whatever the case may be, she evolved into a whole different woman. I think that's why she came out as the Empress now, because that's where she's at now. When you met her, she was the Queen of Cups. When you met her, she was the Queen of Cups. She evolved into the Empress because she's manifesting. She's worried about her goals. She's getting her blessings, even though she's insecure about a lot of things that she is investing in. She will get her new beginning wiser. And I like that the Empress fell underneath the Ten of Clubs the way it is, because the Empress is wise. And the reason why I know this is her, because the Queen of Cups is nurturing, loving, that kind of thing. And so is the Empress. So that never changed from her. It's just now she's worried about manifesting a brighter future for her. She's very fertile, so that's probably where the kids came in. When y'all met each other, y'all didn't have kids. Now she's all fertile, having babies and stuff like that, still able to. Anything else? Anything else, Spirit? Yeah. A tower moment. You got the Seven of Cups, the Tower, and the Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, she okay, so this is what I'm getting. The Seven of Cups, you're trying to make things work, but she's blocking everything with this tower. And every time she rejects you, you feel like your stability and foundation is gonna end. Which in literal terms, it just might be if they haven't as of yet, because the tower is coming down. Y'all had plenty of tower moments, but this tower moment is different. And the reason why I say it's different, because now this is the last straw. Whatever y'all going through right now, this is the straw that broke the Empress back, so to speak. Because now the Two of Cups is in reverse. Two of Cups talks about a healthy love, but now in reverse is about self-love. The love that she was pouring into you, she's giving to herself right now. Look, Two of Wands right now, plus the Ace of Swords. I'm telling the truth. She gained mental clarity. And even during the process of hurting, even during the process of this tower moment, she was still planning out her exit strategy. She wants to explore the world. She's ready to leave home. The two of wands talks about leaving home, exploring, planning, different things like that. Yeah, she's up out of here. She's up out of here. Any last words, Spirit, before we leave? Any last words, Spirit? Okay, you have the King of Pentacles, and look where it fell on top of the Pentacles. I think you're gonna try to go back to this ex or side chick, whoever she is, because this is more of a perfect match. I feel like you left her. Maybe she's not as nurturing. She doesn't look real nurturing compared to the Empress or the Queen of Cups here. You understand what I'm saying? Like even with the Queen of Cups, her crown is more distinctive than the Queen of Pentacles. Was at the bottom. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, this is somebody you was definitely juggling. This definitely was a third party situation. Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles, all these sixes, and the Wheel of Fortune, and the Moon. God damn. Yeah, this is your fate. I think you cheated. You was with her originally. You have some type of history with each other that is more significant than the one that you're with. I think you left this Queen of Pentacles to be with this ex-queen of cups who turned into an empress. She learned her lesson. She learned her karmic lesson. That's why it's next to the empress. She learned her karmic lesson. And it's not working out because this is the karma that you put this Queen of Pentacles through, because the King of Pentacles fell on top of your page energy. Y'all more of a perfect match. Y'all more of a perfect match for each other. You should have never left her in the first place. And a lot of shit that y'all going through is the karma that you put this Queen of Pentacles through in the first place. That's why it wasn't gonna last. You was chasing after something different. And all you did was put somebody else through the ringer. And now you're going to use her as your backup plan. Look, Hierophant energy with the Ten of Cups. Yeah, this is your soulmate. This is the one that you were supposed to build a future with and get married with and have be focused with and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. And the fact that she's leaving as well is like everybody gets a new beginning. 10 coming out again. Everybody gets a new beginning. You probably kept her around, for whatever reason, or, maybe this Queen of Cups slash Empress, you know what I'm saying? She was a look for you because I don't see no hearts out here. I see this diamond. So it probably looked better on paper for whatever reason. Ten of Cups is happily ever after, but even in this picture, the man is walking away. And even with the Hierophant energy, he has two women. You got two women fighting over you, but one is smart enough to leave, and that's going to be your justice. And honestly, I don't think you're going to have, yeah, communication is coming in fast, and you know this. With this High Priestess energy, this might be the feminine. You're going to receive communication, or it could be the masculine. You both may receive communication. Because look, you got the Five of Swords here. That's going to bring some type of conflict, but you're going to actually be able, this is going to be the catalyst so you can actually start your new beginning with your twin flame. Look at the twin flame. I think both of you guys are going to be able to properly be with the ones that you're supposed to be with once this tower hit, if it didn't hit already. Instead of fighting, y'all need to leave on a good note, say your apologies, because here's the world. That will complete the cycle. That will complete this round and round vicious cycle that y'all been on. Okay, which will bring you guys a new level of hope and understanding and balance. Y'all gonna look back at whatever happened and y'all gonna take the lessons for what they really are. And all of you guys, everybody involved, are gonna become better people because of it. Yeah. I love this, you guys. Any animal spirit cards before we get out of here? What animal spirit you guys need to? Matter of fact, I'm gonna get some love advice. We're gonna get some love advice here. We don't need animal spirit. We need love advice. So let's see. Shout out to everybody tuned in. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I will be grateful if you did them all. I would even be more grateful if you just did one. Or preferably to subscribe. Let's build this channel up, you guys. Okay? Okay. What else, Spirit? What is the last sounding message that you want all parties involved to take with them moving forward? And it's called Hungry Like a Wolf. I'm going to read it to you. And just look at this picture for a second. All right. Inside you is a yearning, ravenous beast. It's filled with insatiable lust, greedy and grasping for carnal embrace. We can often be afraid of this creature and its cravings. Religion have been built on lust, but our hunger remains. It lies in wait until we're brave enough to unlock its door, but unlock it we must. Action. Give yourself permission to want what you want in ways that harm no one. I think this is the message to the masculine. Okay, in ways that harm no one is the difference between a hungry wolf and a caged and angry, vengeful monster. Befriending your beast in your own way, understanding its predilections and its needs is how a natural, well adjusted, wanton penchant is acknowledged, understood, and expressed. That's when the fun begins. Yes, I think after this breakup, instead of hopping in new relationships, I think y'all need to take time to reflect on this vicious cycle, this merry go round, this roller coaster you guys been on. And because it started off like this, but this was the bonus card. It's time to say goodbye. I know this might be kids involved because there was definitely a love child, but there's too many people hurt here and too many people were being betrayed, all by this king of, I'm not going to call you a page, but all by this king of pentacles here. And while you're sitting here in the page energy, worried about if your current situation is cheating or whatever the case may be, it might be true, but if it isn't, that's only due to because you know what's owed to you because of your behaviors, how you handle the situation, and how you crush these women's hearts. It doesn't matter their background. You was the man you were supposed to lead, and I'm not judging you, but moving forward, I think now we gotta hold each other accountable in these type of behaviors. Because the only thing you causing is more damaged people that produce damaged children, and we'll can be on a continuous cycle of toxicity and misunderstandings and things like that. And we got to wait to the end of our lives to figure it out in order for us to actually be right. Why waste all those years when we don't have to pass this toxic trait to our future offspring? And as I'm shuffling, Transform and Transcend came out, and I kind of want to read this. Spirit is calling for me to read this. A snake sheds its skin as its growth demands. As it expands, it has no choice but to discard those limiting parts of itself and emerge soft and fresh. Humans are the same. Ideally, we're always growing. As such, there are moments in our life where we have to shed the old to make way for the new. Ritualize this moment so you can let go once and for all. Action. This kind of transformation can feel like death. Remember, the death card came out. The death card definitely came out for y'all. Where'd she go? She was a scary little something too. Anyway, there are goodbyes. What? There are goodbyes. This is for the confirmation. Y'all gotta get the fuck up out of here. There are goodbyes, tears, mourning, resistance, struggle, and eventually transcendence. Shedding the skin of old relationships, stories, and ideas is the hardest work we'll ever do. But without forced growth, there is no change. And as Octavia Butler once wrote, God is change. I don't want to hold up. I don't want to mess the reader up because I love the way that ended. You know, we got to do better for each other. I don't think this was the God's plan. How we treating each other, like a lot of people got all this. Oh, you know, um, men are supposed to have multiple women and stuff like that, but they forget to tell you about the tribes that had multiple husbands. And I only feel like that idea is proof that the ego is just as old as man. Okay. And if that was a natural thing, and people from the poly community, you could come at me all you want to. I want all the smoke. If it was something natural for us to do, then it would be natural for us to accept it. I spoke to a lot of poly men. They'll tell you, it's not easy. The women fight with each other. It could be anything or whatever the case may be like that because women are natural territorial. At least human women are. We constantly want to compare ourselves to animals and different things. They're wired different. We sit here and say that our men are hunters, but then we compare ourselves to lions and lioness when the lioness is the hunter. We got to stop comparing and contrasting to other things outside of us and really get in tune with us, who we are on the inside. Just because Solomon had many wives, but they forget to tell you that was a part of his downfall. Because the jealousy, bitches is poisoning each other, poison him, doing the utmost. Because of the initial sin and greed. And when you do things like that with each other, even though she may say she accepted, but there's going to be a lot of lonely nights, heartbroken, things like that, because no matter how many women you have, and no matter how much times they want to front, like they don't mind, at the end of the day, it does hurt. You're going to have a lot of uncomfortable moments. There's going to be a lot of competition and cat fighting and different things like that. It's going to be like that. And if this was the natural order, then that shouldn't even exist. If that was the natural order of things. So we got to be honest with ourselves so we could grow from this toxic ass belief system that doesn't do anything but break up more homes. I don't see no nations being built. I don't see none of that. And when we're seeing each other, we got to think from the true essence of the heart and the mind. We have to. It got to be a point in time and future history that we say that this is enough. We're not going to conduct ourselves like this. Oh, but Muslims this and this, that, and that. We're not that. And even when y'all need to look at the movie Kama Sutra. There was a king or a prince and he got married and stuff like that. And the original wife was hella jealous and mad all throughout the whole fucking movie. The second wife broke free and she was happy and she grew. And that's an Indian movie. We got to keep it real with ourselves. This ideology, this player mentality, only thing you're doing is building up karmic debt. Because I guarantee you, if you were truly honest with these women, they want to sign up for that. Or if you got with a low vibrational woman and she accepted just so she could be in your life, I guarantee you, at the end of the day, she's not going to get nothing she want, but probably a few babies and a whole bunch of broken promises. So, you know, that's my thing. Let's not just shed the skin individually. I think we need to shed that tired ass, lame ass, gaslighting, toxic ass, karmic debt accumulating mindset and behavior and leave that shit by the wayside and use this true energy of love, the highest vibration in the world, to actually love someone genuinely without strings, without um ulterior motive. Let's start for especially for the singles, let's start dating intentionally instead of just trying to get your dick wet or your pussy wet. There's a price to pay for a moment of pleasure. At the end of the day, is it truly worth it? When you look at your kids and the legacy and they having daddy issues or mommy issues, when they coming out of single parent homes, or even if you co-parenting, kids know, no matter how much you try to front, they know, is it worth it? Because the kids will tell you if the kids are innocent and they are the truth and they pure, and then when mommy and daddy splits up and they don't like, they don't even give a fuck if this was a poly shit or whatever. That's nature telling you this is not the right thing to do. And like I said before, three, man, woman, and child. That's the real holy grail. And with that being said, please, you guys, enjoy the rest of your Valentine's night. For you fellas and you ladies who may got side people and planning on celebrating with them, I think we should take an opportunity to have a grown conversation instead of being in that page energy and get out of these karma debts while you still got a chance before more tower moments happen in your life. I love y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I see you next time. Happy Valentine's Day.